well, today we got the Stoeger M3500 semi-automatic, and I'll be showing you guys how to clean this gun. The materials needed for this to clean a gun is a gun cleaning kit, range from $30 to $150 depending on the brand and size you get. I got the Winchester brand, and this was about $45–50 bucks. And it's to clean the inside and the outside and the gun in general. WD-40 for the trigger mechanism, ranging $5 to $10. We got oil for the outside of the gun, oil wipes for mobile 3-in-1 oil, ranging from $10. We got pliers, $5. We have toothbrush, $2 to clean the trigger mechanism. The pliers is to pop out the trigger mechanism pins. We got oil to clean the inside of the barrel, and we got a bore snake to run through the barrel before we put the Hops 9 barrel oil in. We got dirty rags from an old t-shirt or socks and stuff to wipe down the gun. The first step of taking this gun apart is to unscrew the magazine cap and put it somewhere where you won't lose it. Slide this right off. Layer down over here or so. Pop out the trigger mechanism pins with this pliers we got here. After you hit it once, it should be sticking out on the other side. You can grab with the pliers or your hands if you do want to. Put it right next to that magazine cap, and then all we do is just pull this trigger mechanism right out. And then that's this part of the gun. And then we can clean this off with the toothbrush we got here, just make sure nothing's down in there. Get it all nice and good. And then get the WD-40 out and give it a nice good old spray down. And then we can hit it again with that toothbrush to rub the WD-40 all up in there. And then put that off to the side and come back to the gun to where you hold the chamber open and you can see a bunch of stuff in there, and you can look in the bottom of the gun. As you can see here, oh, there's nothing there. You can just look right in the bottom of that gun, and you can run your rag through it, get all the good stuff out of there, like trees and stuff if you got that kind of stuff, like little twigs, broken off twigs, grass and stuff. You can put some WD-40 in there as well. Then rub that back and forth with this dirty rag. And then run your chamber up and down a couple times, get the WD-40 up on your chamber, and we can get some Hops 9, or we can put this down then, and then we can grab the barrel part of the gun. And we put this together from the gun kit. Just dunk the Hops 9, dunk that in the Hops 9 oil, and then push it through the barrel. As you do so here, just run it back and forth. And it doesn't matter if you run run the oil through first or your bore snake first. It doesn't matter, whichever one you want to run through first. And after we do that, we can run this handy dandy bore snake right through the barrel, or you can do it right away before you put the oil in there. And then on the other side, you can see the string came right off. You just pull it right through. And then slide this back on there. Put that back off to the side. We can get some oil from this mobile oil, put it on this rag here, and then we can run the oil on the springs here. Make sure that this doesn't get rusted. And then when you put the trigger mechanism back in, there's this button right here, to where if your chamber closed, you just push this button and it shoots back up. You press that button down, put the trigger mechanism back in to where it should go, And then with that trigger mechanism pin, you slide that back in there. And just slide all the way through, and then grab this part of the gun, put it back up and through here, put it back up and on that. There, it's all the way on. Then we can put the magazine cap back on. And then if you want to make sure that you got everything nice and secure, you press this button right here next to the trigger, run this open. You can run your bore snake back through it again, just in case you didn't get everything out when you ran the bore snake through it the first time. Just run that right back through there. Came out the other end, you can put your gun on the ground, make sure it's not on the bore snake. And then you just pull it right up and through. There, as you can see, just keep pulling it. It can be a real hassle every once in a while to get this bore snake up and through. And then there you got that, and then you can lay your gun down. We got this dirty rag we can use for oil to go on the outside of your gun. On this side I'm going to use this kind of oil, on the other side I'm going to use the oil rag to show you guys what it looks like. Make sure you get this barrel and mechanism down here, the chamber part, all nice and oiled up. And then with these Hops 9 oil wipes, I prefer to use these. They come in a little container like this, and you just pull until it comes off for you. You can then flip your gun over, get the oil wipes good on this side. I use 2 to 3 oil wipes for each. For the gun, this I'll probably use 2 or maybe 1. The way it's looking, this should be 1 or 2. After you do that one's done. You can grab a new one. Get the rest of your barrel done. And if you want, you can pull your choke tube out at the top. Your choke out at the top of your gun. And you can clean this as well right here at the top of your gun, because the gunpowder gets in a little crack where your choke tube slides in and it gets all dirty and stuff. And then you can just run your rag around this, make that all nice and clean, and just stick your finger right in the end of the barrel. And you got that, and it cleans that up nice. And then you put your choke tube back in. As you do so there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you clean a Stoeger M3500. Thank you.